still alive. Recovered from an anonymous forum thread titled, "I think I'm turning into something else." Journal entry 1, 11:12 p.m., April 3rd. Okay, I'm just recording this in case I need to explain later. I'm out camping with some friends in Lassen near Manzanita Lake. Everyone else is asleep. I woke up maybe 10 minutes ago, choking, like full on gagging. Something was in my throat. I think I swallowed something. Not food, not spit. It moved, like squirmed. I coughed until I couldn't breathe and then it was gone. I'm trying not to freak out, just documenting it in case. Maybe I'll laugh at this tomorrow. Audio log, April 4th, 8:26 p.m. I didn't laugh. I didn't sleep. I can't stop thinking about it. It felt like a cockroach, that skittering texture when it passed down my throat. Dry and panicked. My chest feels tight now. Maybe psychosomatic, but maybe not. Tried to tell Sam and Eli, but they joked about it. Guess you're gonna poop out a survivor. Ha ha! I'm not laughing. Journal entry 2, 1:02 a.m. April 6th. Something's wrong. I keep feeling it. Scratching. Inside. I lie still at night, and it's like I can feel it exploring, like it's trying to figure out how to escape. I puked yesterday, but nothing came out. I haven't gone to the doctor yet. I know they'll just give me a pamphlet on anxiety, or worse, say there's nothing there. Audio log, April 8th, 5:41 p.m. Started browsing deeper forums. Not Reddit, the weird stuff. Found a board called Guts and Guests. Most of it is shitposts and LARPing, but someone there, Bug Theory X, asked me where I was camping. I told him. He replied, "Not there, oh God. If it's Lassen, it's not just a roach. Get out. You need to isolate. They grow faster when you're scared." I hit refresh, the post is gone, so is his account. I'm scared. Journal entry 3:15 a.m. April 9th. My skin is peeling. Around my torso, not dry skin, it's like exoskeleton flakes. That makes no sense. None of this makes sense. I heard something clicking when I opened my jaw, like a beetle's legs on tile. My body wants something I can't name. Audio log, April 10th, 10:17 a.m. Hospital visit. Got x-rays, blood work. They said nothing's wrong. Nurse looked nervous when she handed me discharge papers. Slipped me a note when no one was looking. If it happened in Lassen, watch your dreams. That's where they feed first. I haven't dreamed in 3 nights. Only static. Journal entry 4, 2:41 a.m., April 11th. My tongue's rough now. Not visibly, but I feel it, like it's not skin anymore. I smell things I shouldn't be able to. Mold through walls, soil through concrete. I can't go outside in the sunlight anymore. It burns, literally burns. Audio log, April 12th, 4:13 a.m. I turned the light on in the bathroom and caught my reflection. My eyes were moving. Wrong. The pupils are narrower, more vertical. I blinked and the change was gone, but I saw it. I know I did. Also, I tried to eat a slice of pizza and almost threw up. But when I saw a dead moth near the window, I felt hungry. Journal entry 5, April 13th, 5 a.m. If anyone finds this, I need you to know I didn't imagine it. I didn't want this. I'm not crazy. I didn't want to change. Something lived through the acid. It's not just a bug. It's something older. It uses your fear, makes a home in your habits, in your instinct. It's in me now, and I don't think it's leaving. Or maybe I'm the one leaving. Final journal entry, April 14th, unknown time. My fingernails are cracked and black, skin hardening. Clicking in my throat is constant now, like it's trying to speak through me. I went back to the forum to post a final warning. Guts and guests is gone. Site offline, no trace. Just static. I don't know what I'll look like tomorrow, but I don't think I'll be writing anymore. It's still alive. Part 2, The Archive. Compiled by user Molten Flynn from bugchannel.org. Forum thread bugchannel.org/paranormal infestation/thread title Weird Old Archive. Dude thinks he turned into a bug. Posted by Molten Flynn. Date May 13, 2025. So I was doing a rabbit hole dive for a podcast episode I'm prepping themed digital fear archives, and I found something bizarre. A collection of audio logs and journal entries from someone named Alex, I think. It was hosted on a now dead deep forum called Guts and Guests. Found a zip on a Wayback Snapshot. The guy thought he swallowed a live cockroach while camping and started changing. He documented the whole thing. Skin flaking, senses altering, feeling something inside him. Said the transformation wasn't just physical. I listened to everything. I shouldn't have. I've had 3 nosebleeds since. I don't get nosebleeds. Private message, May 14, 2025, from user _hexkey9 to Molten Flynn. You shouldn't have opened that archive. Check behind your ears. If there's flaking or heat, it's already started. You need to stop recording. Don't share more. Don't sleep near drains. Journal entry, May 15, 2025, 3:04 a.m. I don't remember falling asleep, but I woke up with a rash behind my left ear and what felt like movement in my jaw hinge. I threw out all my electronics except this one laptop. I thought maybe it was a suggestion thing, a placebo horror, but there's a clicking now, a sound under my floorboards. I live on the 3rd floor. Reddit comment r/obscurefiles u/moltenflynn, posted May 16, 2025. Update on the Roach Man logs. I tried deleting the folder. It restored itself. Twice. The file path keeps changing to weird names. mandibleopen.m4a, segment_hatch.txt, Lassen_was_entry1.wave. That last one gave me chills. I never posted the location Alex went camping. That was in his logs. So how does the file know that? Audio transcript file Lassen_was_entry1.wave autoplays when opened. The shell never forgets. The shell remembers every inch it crawled. If you let it speak, it will. If you don't feed it, it finds other mouths. DM log, Twitter/X, from @MoltonFlynn to @InsectDreaming. Hey, you posted about Roach-borne parasitic cognition a while back. Any idea what the Guts and Guests site actually was? Just found logs that freaked me out. I think something might have followed me from it. Reply @InsectDreaming. Account since deleted. It's not a site. It's a hatchery. Don't let it make you dream in clicks. Final journal entry. May 17th, 2025. Timestamp corrupted. Every mirror shows me differently now. Sometimes I have eyes like fractured lenses. Sometimes I see antennae twitching just out of frame. I scratched behind my ear until something popped. It wasn't blood that came out. There's a second voice now in my recordings, low and raspy. I don't remember speaking it, but it sounds like me through chitin. If you're reading this, don't open the archive. Don't repost it. If you hear clicking in your own voice, it's already too late. It's Still Alive, Part 3, Field Report from Lassen. I've read enough ghost stories to know I'm not supposed to be doing this. But I'm not a fool with a flashlight and a Ouija board. I'm a field biologist. My specialty is entomology, insects, particularly roaches. That's why I can ignore it when I stumbled across the so-called Roachman archive on a digital occult forum. I assumed it was fiction. I did. But the logs, those audio files, the journal entries, the metadata on the folders, they were sophisticated. The behavioral changes described, oddly consistent with certain parasitic and eusocial patterns, the kind seen in parasitic wasps and zombie fungus ants. But applied to humans? No. Absurd. Except 2 individuals connected to the logs, Alex, and the second one, some podcaster using the alias Molten Flynn, had no further digital footprint after their last posts, no online banking activity, no pings from phones. One of them lived in Oakland. I visited the address. Mail was stacked up. The apartment smelled like vinegar and old paper. No one answered. A neighbor said she hadn't seen him in weeks, and both of them referenced Lassen, specifically camping near Manzanita Creek. I know the area. I've surveyed beetle populations near there. The forest is old, tangled. There are spots where even GPS loses signal for hours. That's where I am now. I brought all the right tools. Soil sampling kits, specimen jars, ethanol preservative, trail cams, my satellite phone. I also brought a 9mm. I don't usually need that for beetles. It's been 4 days. Every night, I hear them, not like normal cicada or cricket rhythms. I know those like the back of my hand. No, this is different. Clicking, almost like teeth tapping in patterns. Sometimes it seems like the clicks echo my own steps, delayed, like a response. I set up infrared cams near a small ravine that showed signs of burrowing. Dirt displaced, old leaf litter unnaturally layered. On the first night, I caught motion. Not an animal, a shape. 6 limbs, upright. It moved low and fast, almost folding in half when it ran. The camera glitched right as it passed. I checked the footage 6 times, frame by frame. I tried to scrub the file for corruption. Then the file renamed itself. Dr_Ellis_listens. I didn't do that. This morning, I found something that shook me. Under a thick patch of brambles, about 60 meters from my base camp, I found chitin, not exoskeleton from molting, not like any modern roach I have ever studied. It was layered like armor, nearly the size of my forearm. Faint signs of segmentation. And it looked fused to something organic, flesh, human. I think someone tried to dig a hole here. It collapsed. There were broken branches laid over it badly. I found a scrap of what might have been a shirt. I recognized part of a logo, a bug with headphones, Molten Flynn. I should have left, but that would have meant accepting something larger, something I'm not ready to face. So I stayed. One more night. The clicking didn't come from the woods this time. It came from the trees themselves, high up, like something moving above me. When I shone my flashlight, I saw bark peeling off in long, curling strips, and beneath it, what looked like hundreds of small black legs, twitching in sync. They vanished before I could get my camera. I vomited. The sound that came from me wasn't just retching. It was layered, like a low, dry rasp behind my own voice. I know what some roach species do when threatened. They secrete a warning pheromone, a stench that says, "Stay away. This is mine." I think I did that. Tomorrow I leave. I have to. I've collected samples, preserved the chitin. I even found an egg sac. It's too large to be from any known species. The embryos inside squirm in ethanol. I'll send this report to my university's encrypted archive. If you're reading this, I want one thing to be clear. Periplaneta sepulchralis, this was a myth. A supposed extinct species of roach from the Pleistocene, rumored to burrow into warm hosts for gestation. No fossil evidence has ever confirmed it, until now, and it's not extinct. It's evolving, adapting, hiding in the unmeasured corners of the forest, and, I fear, in us. If you hear clicking, don't respond. That's how it knows. It's Still Alive, Part 4. The Ones Who Knew. My name is Dr. Ellis Waring. I'm writing this on a borrowed laptop in a motel that smells like copper and mildew. The light above the bed flickers. I unscrewed the bulb earlier and found something black and hardened clinging to the filament like a dead tongue. haven't slept in 2 days. Because they're coming and because I'm changing. After I left Lassen, I drove straight to the entomology lab at my university. I didn't call ahead. I couldn't risk it. I preserved what samples I could, the egg sac, the chitin, soil swabs, and smuggled them into cold storage in my department's restricted archives. Told the tech on duty it was for a grant study. He didn't ask questions. Good man. Hope he stays that way. The next day, I submitted a preliminary report to the Journal of Entomological Anomalies. It wasn't peer-reviewed yet, just uploaded to their open preprint server. Less than 24 hours later, the journal's site returned a 404 error. Not just for my report. The whole archive was scrubbed. Every article. Gone. I emailed the editor. The email bounced. And then I got the call. Blocked number. Male voice. Calm. Too calm. Like someone doing a bad impression of empathy. He said my recent fieldwork at Manzanita Creek had piqued the interest of relevant stakeholders. I asked who he was. He said, "We're the kind of people who don't show up in a university directory, Dr. Warren. But we do show up when someone's about to make a catastrophic mistake." Then he said my samples belonged to them, that if I released anything further, you won't make it to the next molt. Then he hung up. I tried running an analysis on his voice recording. All my calls are recorded, no matches in public databases. But the metadata led to something strange. The transmission originated from a relay owned by Morningside Solutions, a private biotech firm based in Palo Alto. Quiet. No public-facing products. No press releases. Their website is a single splash page, innovating tomorrow from beneath the surface DM. I dug deeper. They own mineral rights to a swath of land surrounding Lassen, including the area where I found the burrow, but not for mining. The claim is listed under biogenic prospecting. That's not a real thing. They've quietly acquired dozens of companies, waste processing, pest control firms, even a now defunct research lab that once tried gene reviving work based on fossilized insect DNA. Jurassic Park nonsense. Unless they succeeded. Unless they brought it back. And now it's out. I've pulled 5 of my fingernails out so far. They were brittle, translucent. The new nail beneath isn't right. It's glossy, black, curved inward, like a mandible. I filed down the first one. The second cracked when I pressed it too hard into my palm. The third bled for 3 hours and didn't scab properly. I started taping them down. I wear gloves now, even when I shower. I'm taking every anti-parasitic known to man. I've starved myself for 36 hours at a time. I've injected myself with a diluted insecticide. It burned my veins like fire ants. I threw up something small and white. I can't go to a hospital. They'll report me. I can't trust anyone. Every time I upload evidence to the cloud, it gets wiped. Every forum I try to post on disappears within the hour, except one. Someone using the name Resin Mouth messaged me privately. Their profile was blank, but they knew about Morningside. They sent me a file, a document dated 1996, a memo. Subject: unintended splice activation, specimen P, SEP4E, location, site B, Manzanita Reserve Tunnel 3A. Status: bridge confirmed. Recommendation: control containment greater than public disclosure. Notes: early stage human integration observed. Symbiotic gestation appears viable. Viable, not fatal. Intentional. They knew this thing could live inside a person. Maybe that was the point. I've got 3 days worth of recordings, field notes, and tissue samples. I'm going to a contact in the press, someone who's helped me leak classified studies before. If I can get this out before they find me, it might be enough. But I don't know how much longer I have. My jaw clicks when I eat. My skin is flaking along my spine, long dry patches that peel like old wallpaper. Something itches inside my rib cage. I cough up tiny husks in the morning. My hearing is sharper. I don't blink as often. My pupils don't dilate in the dark anymore. I see just fine, especially at night, especially when they come. I don't know if I'm still me. I don't know if I'm winning, but I'll expose them, even if it's the last human thing I do. If you're reading this, do not go to Lassen. Do not contact Morningside. And if you hear the clicking, run. It's Still Alive, Part 5. Field Notes of a Cleaner. You don't get a name, not mine. You read this, it means someone messed up. Someone let the story slip. Could be an exfil leak, could be internal, could be that freak Warren's final failsafe. Makes no difference. My job's the same. Find the infected. Retrieve what matters. Burn the rest. I'm 30 hours into this one. The subject is Dr. Ellis Warren, ex-university researcher, unaffiliated. He wasn't part of the Morningside B project, not officially. He got too close, found things he shouldn't have, pulled logs, mapped fieldwork patterns, even intercepted dormant comms from a satellite node we thought was decommissioned. That was a failure in perimeter obfuscation. The analyst who missed the trace was corrected. No sense in firing people anymore. Terminations mean something else these days. Warren broke containment, took samples, tried to publish. Now he's in holding Sector 3, Site Tau, deep under the main facility. Not public facing, not on maps. Temperature kept at 87 degrees Fahrenheit. Lights tuned to dust spectrum. We keep them comfortable, up to a point. The things inside them don't like stress. I found the journalist this morning. Warren's last human act. Name, Eliza Tran. Freelance. Brooklyn-based. Wrote for Wired, Ars Technica. Too curious for her own good. She received a manila envelope last week. Return address scrubbed. Inside, a flash drive, a hand-drawn map of Lassen, tissue slides, and a sealed sample tube containing dried secretion, labeled Stage 2 resin, non-reactive. Also included a personal letter from Warren. His writing was shaky. Mentions a nest under the rock bed. Mentions shared consciousness and emerging signals. Mentions Morningside Solutions by name. That was the problem. Not the eggs. Not the hosts. The name. I was watching her from a safe house 2 blocks down. She uploaded the contents of the flash drive to 3 different servers. She used a VPN. Smart, but not smart enough. Morningside owns the node she tunneled through. I intercepted the data packet, traced the pings, redirected the whole thing to a honey trap server we set up in 22. She thought she was sharing it with a whistleblower forum. She shared it with me. I approached her that night, posed as an independent researcher, told her I was investigating Morningside too. She bought it. We split a bottle of wine. She was careful but passionate, talked too much, said she couldn't sleep, said she'd been hearing tapping in the walls, said she scratched her arm until it bled and found something underneath. Something hard, something with ridges. She showed me. She was already infected. That makes 6 confirmed now. Warren, Eliza, the 3 hikers from the trail video, and the podcaster, all housed in holding sector 3, monitored 24/7. Neural mapping indicates phase 3 on set. What's phase 3? Asked the thing living under Dr. Warren's ribcage. It tapped in Morse code last night. We are waking. We don't know if it's using him as a mouthpiece or if he's still in there somewhere. But the code was real. I translated it myself. 5 identical messages in 6 hours, repeated at perfect intervals. They're not just surviving in us, they're communicating. There's a room at Morningside called the nursery. You need 2 levels of bioclearance to even hear about it. I've only been inside once. Rows of containment tanks, sealed glass chambers, fluorescent light filtered through amber lenses. The larval ones can't take daylight, not yet. They twitch when you speak, but they freeze when you whisper, like they're listening. Officially, Morningside still lists these entities as non-viable anomalies. The public reports say the facility is a think tank, renewable chemistry, AI, waste systems. Privately, it's different. We don't call them bugs. We don't call them parasites. We call them vectors. They're not killing the host, they're building one. And something's teaching them how. Final log for today. Dr. Ellis Warren's left eye ruptured last night. A new one is forming behind it. Not human. No pupils, just black, glossy, multifaceted. He started humming in the dark, tuneless, constant. We're testing the frequency. It made one of the junior techs throw up. Another started bleeding from his ears. I've requested a full lockdown of Sector 3. We were too late to stop the infection, but maybe we can still control the message. If this file reaches the outside, consider this your first and only warning. There's more than one way for a species to conquer a planet. Sometimes they don't need ships. Sometimes all they need is a body.